Let's take a look at what Tesla did today. So we closed down 20 cents at 394.74. That's almost even, Steven. Post-market down a little bit more. So let's take a look at what this means on the chart. Let's look at the facts. So we are still into our bullish channel, barely into our bullish channel. If you extend the line right here, that we touched the support perfectly January 2nd, pretty close January 3rd. Then this Wednesday touched it perfectly. This is 3 touches right smack on the line. Cannot make this up. The line has been there for a while. And now we have a piercing through that line. This is the line we pierced through, but we closed a little bit higher above the lines. We still closed above the bullish support, so the bullish channel is still intact. Bullish channel is there. At the same time, we are into a smaller term bearish channel, and this one is also right there. Nothing's moving. Even though Tesla unveiled their new revamped Model Y that is going to be first available in China, even though we had this good news, this did not have any impact on the stock. Sometimes news have an impact, sometimes they don't have an impact. This is why we are doing technical analysis, is to look at whether or not news have an impact. If a news does not have an impact, we are not compelled to buy. If a news has an impact, we can decide to buy. So right now, we still are into a kind of equilibrium between the buyers and sellers. The stock does not go lower than 388.73. We went there, as I said, today, but we closed above. If we don't have a close below support, it's not considered a break. We need to close below support to have a break of that support. Now, if we close above, it's not a break of that support. The support still holds. So far, Tesla cannot go lower than 388.73. And in terms of the highs, recently, it cannot close above 415.47. Let's take a look at the 1-hour chart to see if we cannot get additional detail. So this is the first hour of the day, very volatile first hour. The stock price went as high as $400, could not break $400, then went as low at 377 and then came back in. If we want to go into a bit more details, we see that 400 is another resistance. We have a bunch of resistance. We have 400 now, 403.30 and 415.47. And right now, Tesla is not going lower than 378.73. In terms of indicators, we don't have stochastic over 60 on the 1-hour chart. So we don't see any intention for Tesla stock to go higher so far on the 1-hour chart. On the daily chart, I would almost say this is a little bit worse. We have stochastic way below 60. All of our indicators except DMI are negative. Of course, this is not the right time to buy Tesla stock. As I mentioned this week, you can buy if you want, but this would be blindly buying without any indication that we want to be resuming the move up that we had recently from 360 at the beginning of December and from 273 at the beginning of November. We have no signs, this is fact. We have no signs that Tesla wants to go higher and not much signs that Tesla wants to go lower. So this is the perfect equilibrium. We have the earnings call that is going to come at the end of January. So maybe this is what is going to be the catalyst to make more buyers want to buy Tesla stock. But so far, we have an equal amount of buyers and sellers. And this is why Tesla stock is only hovering between 388.73 and 465. Let's take a look at the rest of the market. VIX is climbing. We are up 1.52, 8% higher. We are at 1959. This is not good. When the VIX is going higher, stock market does not want to go high. It wants to cave in because this is the fear factor of the stock market. This is measuring the instability, the uncertainty of the stock market. And when people are uncertain about the stock market, what do? They pull out. And this is what is making the market go lower. Yes, we have people that like to buy dips. They are buying dips or they are buying all the time, but these are not the majority of the people. Whether they are right or not, the majority pulls out when things get uncertain. Also, what is not helping is that the government bonds, the 10-year bonds are climbing. When the bonds are climbing, stock market is most of the time tanking. So this is also not helping. Let's take a look at the impact we are having on the stock indices. Okay, this is new. We were above support 42,343 right here. This was a support that lasted since December 18th. We were stuck into a congestion zone. Now, boom, we have a break of that. This effectively means that this bullish channel right here is over. We are no longer going higher for Dow Jones based on that channel. We are no longer going sideways. If we had remained above 42,343 right here, we would have concluded that, okay, the bullish channel is no longer in effect, but at least we are going sideways. But now we are not going sideways, we are going lower. So this is not really good news. If we take a look at stock indices, SPX, the same thing right here. We had support at 58.53 on SPX. Now support is gone. We were going sideways, so we already knew that the bullish channel was gone, but we at least had the horizontal support. Support is also gone. So this is not good in itself. NASDAQ, we were maintaining ourselves about support also, and the support is gone. This is the bearish channel that we are in. No stochastic. So this is not the time to get into the stock market. Let things cool down before buying the dip. You should not buy, in my opinion, we should not buy into a falling stock. We should let it fall, and we can pick it back up on support or pick it back up when it tells us it wants to go higher. Let's also look at the Russell 2000. This is for the small caps companies. So small caps have been doing great. Look at this since October of 2023. They've been going higher and higher. We had support right here. Boom, today's support is gone. The market is telling us. Time to take profit. Take your money out. Let it fall down, because we don't know how far this is going to fall. It could come back on Monday. It could come back next week, at the end of the month, in a few months. Nobody knows. But we are going to know as it happens. We are going to know we need to break this downward resistance right here, this horizontal resistance with stochastic over 60, in order to have a real move up. And let's take a look at the heat map of the global market. This is absolutely ugly, red everywhere. So it's not only that we have this red day, it's that we are losing support. Tesla is a bit of a different story. It is going sideways. But all of the stock indices are losing support. This is really not good news. It's possible that things could reverse next week. Nobody knows if this is going to happen, but this is fact right here. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk on Monday, unless you are a member at the community level, in which case we are also going to do a Tesla weekly live where we take a look at a bunch of stocks, not only Tesla, a bunch of stocks, Palantir, Nvidia, Amazon. You need to become a member in order to join that Tesla weekly live. So have a great weekend, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.